Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
What is Cafe Mocha? Cafe Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Bell Biv DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is In Vogue.
This is India Ari. So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha, Memorial Weekend, and the official beginning of summer. The weather doesn't know what it wants to do. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? We don't know, but we pulling out the grill anyway. The Cafe Mocha Cookout, looking back on some of our favorite interviews and topics. Nobody can get enough of this one. Bonnets.
Yo.
That's love.
You know, I've been, on the internet, right? And it's been a lot of stuff happening, a lot of conversations. And so I wanted to get your opinion about this one conversation. And it surrounds the point of bonnets. Now, I saw one social post where... Right. Well, I saw one social post where she's like a teacher and she's a coach. And so she was saying how, she coaches these young Black women and how they get on the bus and then they go to the event. And she noticed that the young ladies had on their bonnets and slippers. And so she, told them, hey, when y'all get off this bus, it's going to be, schools, the white girls that are going to look a certain type of way. And here y'all come with these bonnets and these rolls and these slippers. And it was a really interesting conversation. And so then I saw another post and it was this judge and it was a woman. The judge goes off on this woman because she showed up to court wearing a bonnet and spaghetti straps and claims that she thought it was a visit, not an actual court date. And he said, you look like you have on a swimsuit. That's very insulting to me. That's what the judge said. So what is going on with these bonnets and with the Black women wearing bonnets and slippers, in certain places? Like they're doing it at the airport, they get on the plane.
I hate to see it, Lonnie. To be totally honest, I hate to see it. My daughter tried it with me. I said, I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you are not coming with me with that on your head. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, take that off. Yeah, I think it's just representation. I mean, and that's why I think so much of these young girls need more home training. I mean, and some of them who have home training have just got lackadaisy about the situation. They just laid back, too comfortable in their space. I don't like it. I don't allow my kids to do it. I wear my scarves. I wrap my braids up and put my scarves on. But when I get on the plane, before I get on the plane or get to the airport, I take my braids down. I mean, I throw my hat on, a cap on. And if I want to sleep on the plane, I'll wrap my hair back up. By the time I'm getting off the plane, I'll take it back down. I mean, there's so many people have gotten comfortable with it.
Another one of the arguments was that, well, why are we trying to, appease white people? That's literally what the some of the statements were. They feel like these young ladies are being themselves, they're comfortable, and why is it that they have to so-called appease white people?
I mean, because we home training. Mama Mia with the spicy meatballs didn't allow it, and she the wildest one out the group. I mean, but she made sure her kids were dressed head to toe when we headed out. We didn't always have on our Sunday's best, but we knew how to go outside and play. And it wasn't with a bonnet. I mean, I think bonnets are made for home. I mean, I think they're made to protect your hair when you're sleeping. It's to protect your hair when you're showering. I could see some of the girls who play sports, or if you're going somewhere, traveling somewhere in your car and you're going somewhere to get dressed, possibly the wedding party, might keep their hair wrapped up for the wedding. They might have to travel like that. But to get on a flight in house shoes, I mean, I've seen them now in their pajama pants.
Yeah, yeah. It was like
And
straight
now
up pajama pants.
I can't even stand for my daughters to slide their feet. I'm like, if you don't pick up your feet.
What about because it's school time? What about the mamas coming with their bonnets? It'd be early in the morning, yo.
And
Didn't the people have that time?
And the kids are embarrassed. One thing about little kids, they are very honest. And Kai loves when I get dressed to take him to school, and I make it a priority to make sure I look great taking my grandson to school.
I think also what the issue is that it's a cultural thing. And I think I think if other cultures, wore the bonnets, the slippers and things like that, it wouldn't be such a sight.
It'll still be tacky.
Yeah, it would be, but I think that the embarrassment that I think some people have behind it is that it gives this ratchet or ghetto feel. And that's what ratchet or ghetto, when actually a lot of people wear bonnets, and the purpose of the bonnet is to protect your hair, protect the hairstyle. And the thing is about Black hair, especially whether you have braids or you have that fresh wrap, you do whatever you can to try to preserve it. And I just think that people, in a way, I'm feeling like no one should tell someone else what to wear. I just feel like that. But then there's also this situational awareness of how you present yourself to the world. So, I'm like on the fence about it. It's like, I see it, but then I'm like, they should be allowed to wear what they want to wear.
And that's why I have the Intelligent Black Women's Coalition. I work with young girls. I tell them about their posture. I teach them about how to stand. Those are just things my mom sent us to etiquette school. We was ratchet. Okay. We had nails at 12. Okay. I'm talking about acrylics. We had acrylic nails at 12. And my dad's wife would say, do you don't think you want them a little shorter? And I'm like, no, we like them long like that. But when you're you think about growing, having confidence, and somebody just really needs to love on you. And then the person that you're telling will probably get it. There's ways and times to wear it. I'm not saying you can't, but I just wasn't raised like that. I come from a whole different tribe. And I told you heard that song, Mama Don't Take No Mess. Mama Mia was not having it.
Right. Yeah, I got it. Well, this is going to always be a debate, but at Cafe Mocha, we just ask that you put your best foot forward. That's all we ask, right, Yo-Yo?
That's right. And I'll still love you even with your bonnet on in the airport.
It's Cafe Mocha.
It's a Cafe Mocha cookout Memorial Weekend. On the way, Lavell Crawford on Cafe Mocha.
Standing in solidarity from a woman's perspective. It's Cafe Mocha.
Memorial Weekend on Cafe Mocha, chilling with some old school, laughing at some of our favorite Mocha moments, like when comedian Lavell from Breaking Bad stopped in. When he was young, he loved being on stage, but he wasn't trying to become a comedian.
My comedy brother, Lavell Crawford, he's always on tour, but he's currently in the movie Happy Gilmore 2. He also has this comedy special, I Could Eat Part 2, on Amazon. Can we talk about your comedy special, and how do you come up with the material for your special, Lavell?
Man, well, you as a comic yourself, if you don't talk about your life, you really ain't no comedian. See, I think that's what gives me the edge in comedy, is because I ain't afraid to talk about me and my experiences. It's easy to talk about, Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. But if you get up there and tell somebody about, how you used to eat at Waffle House, and you had 4 pork chops, and they missed one of your pork chops. You had to go back, and your heart almost stopped after eating them that night, and you almost died. And you can make a joke about it, and you still finish them pork chops off with that waffle. That's when you can bring it real. So And the thing about it is, all my specials are all. If you watch them, from I always put, in them in a category. Like the first one I said, it was called "Can a Brother Get Some Love," and that one was because I was on Last Common Standing, man, and I took second runner up. I thought I was gonna win, but after that, I still didn't think I was famous. And then the next one I did was I believe was Home for the Holidays, and that was like going home, seeing my mom, and doing jokes about all holidays. I write for seasons. I write for anything, and then then before that, I had weight loss surgery, and I had lost like 150 pounds. So I did the joke about the new looks ain't funny, because the new looks ain't funny was people like, man, you gonna lose that weight, you ain't gonna be that funny no more. I said, man, the fat never carried the jokes. I just joked about the fat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Talking about your weight loss transformation in 2016, can we talk about that? And it was very successful, because for some people, it's, they have weight loss surgery like myself, and it's not successful. Yours is a success.
Well, I mean, we had the weight issues. I had the weight issues, and I think mine's is successful because I'm bar none smaller than I was when I started out. Because I look at some of my pictures, I'm like, Lord, I should have popped a long time ago. I was like, ooh, wee. I said, boy, I don't even know how you made it this long, but I mean, now I move a lot better, and I'm older, I'm in my 50s now. So, it's kind of time to take it down a notch, and now when I take a nap, I'm grown. I got to take a nap. Back then I'd take a nap and I'm walking down the street, and I see some of these young people out here that still be trying to, be big, and I'll be like, man, it's not. And when I did the weight loss surgery, my baby sister, she the one that inspired me, because she got hers done, and I mean, she was beautiful before the weight loss. We don't do it for aesthetics. We do it, I think, it's just to give yourself a little more time on this earth to finish some things. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, in my house, man, my sister did it, and then I went right behind her and did it. Then my mom did it, and man, and I think we haven't looked back. I'm always gonna be a big guy, but I'm a healthier big guy. I'm in a better position, and I feel better. I mean, I ain't think I was gonna ever be Mr. America. I walk around, ooh, look at Lavell, walk around in his Speedo. No, I ain't gonna do that. I get arrested, and I look all right with my shirt off, and I put my pants up my belly button. But if they come down on that belly button, I look like melted caramel up in his mouth. So,
did you change any of your eating habits? Like, you talked about a lot of Burger King, KFC, all this other stuff with the surgery, the gastric bypass surgery. Did you change your eating habits?
Well, yeah, you have to transition a lot. One thing my lovely wife does, she does a lot of juicing. I mean, it's so weird because I lived in California for like 11 years before they got up there. But the weird thing about when I was in California, if I'd just stayed on a steady pace, I probably wouldn't have needed weight loss surgery, because California, man, you can eat bad or you can eat good down there. They got so many vegan restaurants. They got clean restaurants. Then they got, oh, well, hell with it, I'm finna eat what I want today restaurant. And then you got so many gyms, because I was going to boot camp and doing jiu-jitsu and everything. So I was working on it. But when you move away from that city, and you down like in Texas, where they got stuffed crab, stuffed shrimp, stuffed chicken, and it's all in a hush puppy, and you sit up there, you sit up here like, give me 5 of them, in Texas, you can eat good down here, and and you're gonna regret it in the morning. So so you had to. It was better for me, and changing my eating habits because like now I do my best to fast twice a week. And my wife makes a lot of green juices. She do celery and apples. And we juice. And I mean, you drink that juice, you'll flush out everything you ate since last Wednesday.
Okay.
You gonna go on it though. We do watermelon juice. I mean, and her moving out there changed her ways because she was living in Mississippi and everything, and she's from Chicago. Chicago got every food in the world out there. Chicago got a grocery store. If y'all ever up there, go to Pete's Market. Pete's got a hot bar out there. Lord have mercy. It got so many different food items, lamb chops, everything. You lose your mind at Pete's. But I mean, Chicago just got such good eats. They just as bad as New York and something like that in Texas. And so, she changed her eating habits and she, is like hiking and, that's the only part I didn't like her picking up is hiking. Cause I ain't trying to get lost in no woods out there. Cause they'll look for white folk. They ain't look for black folk. Nancy Grace ain't gonna say nothing about Lavell Crawford and his wife Deshaun stuck in the canyon. And we out there fighting off mountain lions and grizzly bears. Ain't nobody come to see. We gotta get out of the woods ourselves.
Talking about your lovely wife, Deshaun, you've been married for 15 years. Congratulations. I mean, that is wonderful. How did y'all meet, Lavell?
And strange enough, we met at a show. I was doing the Browner Brothers hair show down there in Atlanta. And I was down there, it was during Valentine's Day, which is strange, and I was the headliner and I was going up last, but everybody on the show was being kind of pretty raw. And then, 'cause I think Rodman was on the show, Pat Brown, I think Benji was on, I forgot who, Tony Roberts. It was a heck of a show. But I was headlining, but they made me go last. Everybody was up there talking about whatever they want to. That lady gonna come and tell you better not cuss. You better not. I was like, wait a minute. Now everybody went up and cuss. I can't cuss. And so I said, cool. I ain't tripping off that. I can do clean. So I went up and do it clean. But I went up so late because they had so many doggone comedians on the show. People started walking out and my feelings was getting hurt. Like, I was like, man, hold on, man. This lady had already handcuffed me with the language. And now everybody walking out, but they wasn't walking out. I thought they were walking out because of me, but they was leaving because, shoot, it was 1 a.m. And, and they had to catch, Browner Brothers had them buses for you to take you back to your hotels and stuff. So people had to get the heck out of there. And lo and behold, after the show, I was Damon Williams was on the show too. And I was like, man, give me back to my room, man. I'm pissed off, man. They played me, blah, blah, blah. I felt like Prince in Purple Rain. Like, remember Purple Rain where he did it Purple Rain and he thought he didn't do good, but then they called for an encore. It wasn't actually the same, but they said, but it was a bunch of people out there that wanted to see me, and she was one of the people, that wanted the picture, and we was, it was just a bunch of people that took a picture, and we met, and we had I thought she was gorgeous then, and it was Valentine's Day, and we, lo and behold, we met her, we started talking, we got a phone number and talked to her on the phone and we stayed on the phone all night, all day. Wow. And we threw a little transition and man, we wound up getting married, wound up putting a baby on her. And she had two kids when we got married, who are my kids I love. And we've been together a long time. I mean, we had our ups and downs, and I mean, marriage is a blessing more than people think. It has its quirks, but as a man, you have to work through them. A woman will work through them. A man be like, man, I ain't doing all that. But, after a while, you go, man, there ain't nothing out there. I mean, the way these doctors making men into women now, you don't know what you're getting. So I ain't, I ain't trying to get, I ain't trying to get caught up.
Lavell, you know what, Lavell, what we love so much about you is from your stand-up comedy, you've always been someone who has been raw, real, and you gave comedy a real sense of yourself. Were you able to do that? Is there a difference between stage and being an actor? Are you still able to bring a little bit of Lavell with you?
Well, I got to because I am not a thespian. I can't get up there like Denzel and do some Ivanhoe or Hamlet. I gotta bring the good old country gravy and biscuit kind of comedy that Lavell come with, man. I gotta come my way because there's no way I can fake to look pride, but it's got to be real. It's got to be a reason why I do something, and I took it. God bless you. What was that, a sneeze?
I'm laughing over here.
That's her laughing, Lavell.
I thought it was a bark. I didn't know what the hell that was.
I know, me too. I was like, what is she doing over there?
I think she raising pit bulls. What's going on?
I'm trying to hold back my laughter. Because it's like this all the time. Lonnie says something, I have to mute my mic because I'll just crack up. What you guys don't understand, laughter. Just to say one word and we're cracking up, and here I am. My mic is open. I can't hold myself.
Oh man, ain't nothing wrong with hey, laugh. Shoot, I like people to laugh. I hate people to analyze. I want you to have a good time. I had a fan at the show the other night. I was in I just got in off the plane today from Milwaukee, and it was one lady. She was laughing so hard in the back. People was looking at her crazy, like, "What's your problem?" I said, "You in a comedy club, dumbass."
That's right.
What you think? What you supposed to be doing? You supposed to be crying about missing her mama. She out there having a good time. I'm funny, Negro.
That's right.
I am laughing so hard. I'm over here. I'm looking at my paper. I said, "Now where is this comedy special?" Because I'm dead. I'm so short. Turn this thing on right after we finish. When we finish, Could Eat Part 2 on Amazon. His comedy special. You can catch Lavell Crawford and Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. His cameo as Slim Peterson. This young man has done some amazing things. I love to hear you talk. I can listen to you talk forever. I know our guests are enjoying and cracking up in their cars right now because I had to keep mine on mute. Your comedy brother, Lonnie, love you guys.
I'm a brother.
Your comedy brother. Your comedy brother. He's your comedy brother.
Yeah. We have really enjoyed this conversation, Lavell. You have to come back anytime. You're welcome back into Cafe Mocha. Sorry it took so long, but how can we keep up with you, keep up with your tour dates? Give us the details.
Well, basically, you can. I got a website, a new website called The Lavell. We got to update it. But I put pretty much all my dates on there. And and you just Google Lavell, it'll tell you all my business. That's how the IRS find out where I'm at. But, also you can go to my Instagram, Lavell the Comic, on Instagram, or Lavell Crawford on Facebook, and just number one in the country right now. So if people enjoying it, so I want y'all to keep on watching. I had a big old part in that movie, so we had fun, and so just come out, and thank you, lovely ladies, for letting me be on the show. I appreciate the great Yo-Yo, the great Lonnie Love, and Miss Angelique. I'm sure you're great too.
I love it. We appreciate you. Congratulations on everything, Lavell. You work so hard. You're so talented. You're so funny. You deserve all the blessings. And please tell your wife I said hello. And thank you so much again.
I will. Thank you, Lonnie. Congratulations on all your blessings, and keep on pushing. All y'all guys got you covered, and stay on this path and everything will shine.
That's right.
I'm
Thank
over here
you.
clapping. I love
That was great, Lavell.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You hear me?
Uh,
You're one of my
no,
favorite.
no problem.
I mean, I've always been a fan, but you got a real fan now. I'm really a fan. This was so amazing. Thank you for entertaining our listeners.
Thank you, sister. I've always been a fan too. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Have a good day. Thank you, Lavell.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lavell Crawford on tour all summer. You can also check out his comedy specials on Amazon Prime Video. It's a Cafe Mocha Cookout Memorial Weekend. On the way, Cedric and Lil Rel.
We're at Cafe Mocha Radio. Socially savvy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Serving up more Cafe Mocha on the way.
Do you hear that? Sounds like breakfast is ready. Because Quaker's coming in hot with morning nutrition. 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber to fuel the rhythm of your morning and kickstart your day. And that sounds absolutely delicious. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
UNITY, that's a unity.
It's Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha Memorial Cookout. Comedian Lil Rel eloped back in October. But this interview takes us back to when he proposed. It was a mess. He gave Lonnie Love all the details.
You know, he had his breakout role as the TSA agent Rod Williams in the Oscar-winning instant classic Get Out. But you know what? He's still doing his comedy and he's still doing those great movies. And he has a movie out called We Grown Now. It's my man, Lil Rel Howery. Hey, Lil Rel.
What up? What it do?
Hey, you know, it's always a good day when I'm talking to you, bruh. Thank you for talking to us. And I'm just interested in this movie. I saw the trailer. We Grown Now. Let's talk about this story.
Yeah, I mean, it's set in the 90s in Cabrini Green. And, you know, I'm from Chicago. Cabrini Green used to be a project that no longer exists anymore in Chicago. And it actually deals with a time where, and I can actually remember this as a kid, it was a gang shooting and a child was murdered. And it put everybody in alert. And this story actually talks about it from the perspective of two young men who are kids who's dealing with this, right? That, you know, their parents are kind of panicking. And you know what's interesting about this movie, and it made me go back to this, it was like, I remember when it was the first time we started seeing children killed from gang violence. And it's weird because now it's almost not necessarily a regular thing, but I'm not saying we're used to it, but it's been kind of normalized. But at that time, it was a big deal because I remember even my parents felt very hesitant at the time about us going outside because of this, you know. So, you know, it's just really interesting. But it's a beautifully shot movie. It's a beautiful story. And I try to do my best to not say too much because I want you to experience it. But it's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted. And the two young men in this movie are simply amazing.
Yeah, people can check out the trailer on YouTube, We Grown Now. And as you said, Lil Rel, you are from Chicago. So when you were shooting this, what kind of connection did you feel as you were shooting it?
Yeah, it felt like even the way they remade Cabrini Green on the studio lot, it was kind of surreal. I think I had a second where I had to kind of like sit there and it looked so real. Mm-hmm. And you just remember that time, you know, once again, like the 90s was a very, very interesting time in Chicago and at its height of gang violence, you know, and kind of reliving that and honestly reliving it as an adult and as a dad in the movie was very surreal because I was a kid when it happened. And so to kind of be in this other side of it and looking at it from the parents' perspective, it was like, wow. It was more, not necessarily full circle, but I could understand what my parents felt at the time.
It's Cafe Mocha. On the line, comedian and actor Lil Rel. You know, you do so many movies and you've been so successful. When you're taking these projects, what is it? Do you have like, you know, a list of, okay, things I'll do or things I won't do when you're thinking about taking a role?
You know something, I don't overthink it because like a lot of times there's a lot of scripts that come my way and I just
I try to find stuff that I like that speaks to me. And even more recently, I've been doing a lot of stuff with more intention to it. And honestly, I've been leaning into a lot more dad stuff also. I enjoy being a dad. And so it's been very important to me to start being a dad in more of the films and TV shows I'm in. I kind of want to get my Steve Martin on.
I'd like to know, how did you get your start, your overall stand-up career?
Like most stand-ups, for me, it was a dream to do stand-up. So I started like right after high school, maybe a couple months after I graduated high school. I went to a comedy club that I wasn't old enough to get into at a bar because I was still only 18, 19 or whatever. And so, I found a list and went up and been hooked since then. I was hooked before that, from Richard Pryor to Eddie Murphy, Def Jam, and Comic View. And then by the time I hit the stage, I don't even remember how I did the first night I went up. I think I could have bombed, to be quite honest with you. But I don't know, because I was just happy to be on stage telling my jokes.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line. We're talking to Lil Rel. You were on Club Shay Shay. Everybody's going on Club Shay Shay. How was your experience, Lil Rel, on there?
Yeah, it was honestly, I had fun. I was very honest, and it's so weird because I think they booked all of us around the same time. So nobody knew that at the Cats interview it would turn into this thing, because before that, you had Ricky Smiley do it, and Steve Harvey, and Sid, and DC Young Fly, and it was just really a dope platform that I thought Shannon Sharp was cool to give a black comedian. You know what I mean? Because he's a mainstream artist. And so he has something where the mainstream can get to see a real conversation with black comics he loves, honestly. Because there's only been black comics on there. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was cool. And then Shannon I did a sports series a couple of years ago, and he was a guest of mine, which I told my own one. And so when he asked me to do it back in November, I was doing it to promote. I was supposed to be promoting Dashing Through the Snow, the Santa Claus movie. But we had to push it because of scheduling. So I ended up doing it in January, the week after Cats interview came out.
I know we're talking about all these important movies that you've been in, but I love Dashing Through the Snow. The family watched it. We absolutely loved it.
No, thank you for that.
It was good. It's like going back to the Club Shay Shay. When you sit on that couch, it's like that becomes a truth couch. Is it the
right.
liquor? Is it because the couch comfortable? What do you think it is?
I know everybody gonna have their jokes, so I don't drink anymore. So I didn't have any of the liquor there. So it was just, I was drinking water, and I was very honest. Now I can't speak for everybody else. I think, and also I don't think it's truth serum from everybody. I think I know I told the truth.
And it's just the state of comedy right now is just so sensitive. What do you think the issue is with comedy right now, especially black comedy?
I don't think the state of comedy is sensitive, and so I've always told stuff from a perspective because I love people, right? I can still roast somebody, but they would never be angry at me about it. And I think it's how you deliver things. And so I think it's the way you deliver things. And so now that you have all these successful people, and now they're getting older, we actually watching a lot of people who were cool in the 90s become old people. And so because of becoming old people, they kind of talking crazy. And so we experience a lot of dudes going through their midlife crisis.
This is Cafe Mocha on the line. We're talking to Lil Rel. Lil Rel, you got engaged to your girlfriend. That's my girl, Donella Lane, at the Beyonce show. But it was something happened. Can we talk about this?
I told you the story probably about 3 times. But it's so funny because I had it all kind of not planned out. I planned it all in one day. But I had to go to the bathroom before the proposal because this dude spilled. Everybody be so hyped at these concerts. The dude kept spilling his drink on me. He kept doing it the whole concert. And I get it because Beyonce be lit. So everybody, energy, they doing all this stuff. And so people be just hyped, So I'm like, let me go wipe my jacket off. And I've been waiting the whole time for a song to be played that Miss Tina told me that when Beyonce does a song, it's a good time to propose. I'll let Beyonce know, whatever. And I was like, all right, as soon as I went to the bathroom, that's when she started singing it, and I just started screaming. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I tried to finish as quick as I could because I'm 40-something, And I got out and, and I ran back, and then I couldn't find my seat. Because for some reason I forgot where the seat was. I was panicking, and I ain't never been no panicking person like that. So I can't find the seat. I'm like, what was she there? I thought she moved the crowd because, she kept having people do stuff all kinds of. I'm like, did she have the crowd to move? And so I had to go back, retrace my steps, find a seat, and Beyonce's letting the song go longer than it was supposed to, and she literally, only I know the face she made was at me. I'm like, I know she's so irritated with me. And so, I ended up finding the seat. I could see the cameraman sweating, just waiting. And I did it. As soon as I went down, your shoes undone. I'm like, no, I'm trying to propose to you. And and that's when it happened. And it's so funny. I paid all that money for those tickets. She was like, all right, we can leave. I was like, what? Like, no, we ain't going nowhere. We're about to finish this whole show.
I love it.
You know something? I keep telling people this. We might just pop up married soon. I think we got it all wrong with celebrating, making a wedding a big deal, and it's like we're not sure if it's gonna last. I think it's a bigger celebration when you like, okay, it's been a couple years. Let's get you a white dress. Let's everybody. Let's do it big because we survived.
Definitely.
Congrats again to Lil Rel and his new wife who got all dressed up and got married at the courthouse. Cafe Mocha's connecting you with great products by Black entrepreneurs. Check out April Ryan's amazing line of soy candles at chicboutique.com. Memorial weekend, we got the cookout cracking. Cedric The Entertainer's coming up, and he's got something perfect for the grill. It's Cafe Mocha.
Here's your dose of espresso. Strong, hot news now.
This is the Espresso. Plenty of crazy stuff at the movies. At the top of the list, Keke Palmer in I Love Boosters.
What's a booster? Somebody that steal clothes from the store and sell it at a discount price?
It's like community service. I call it Triple F. Fashion, forward, philanthropy. I know how to spell philanthropy. Branding, though.
I love Boosters. The fashion is wild. The wigs, the characters are crazy. But if you want something scary, check out Is God Is. Vivica Fox plays a mother of twins who supposedly died in a house fire set by Sterling K. Brown.
It is a sort of revenge story. These two young black women who are twin sisters are going across country to avenge the maiming and scarring of their mother and themselves. And shenanigans ensue.
If you want something crazy and scary, the Wayans family is back with Scary Movie.
There's me, Sean, Lil Damon, Kim.
This white girl can't die on my shift.
I love working with my brothers.
I'm a DEI hire.
This makes me wonder why I wasn't in 1 and 2.
Scary Movie in theaters next weekend. That's the Espresso.
Hey Mocha fans, want to shop your favorite finds and get rewarded? Head over to chicboutique.com, the official Cafe Mocha store. Each week we're spotlighting amazing brands made just for you. And when you subscribe, you can win one of 10 $100 gas cards. No purchase required, and you have to be 18 or older to enter. So shop, sign up, and fuel up only at chicboutique.com. UNITY, that's a unity.
It's Cafe Mocha.
So listen, after the cookout winds down and you kicked everybody out the house, I want you to go check out chicboutique.com. It's our new online stores, all black businesses, everything from sweet treats to makeup and skincare. We're adding new companies every week, so check it out, chicboutique.com. Cedric The Entertainer stopped by, and he is serious about his cookouts. I mean, he started a company and everything.
Me and my partner, Anthony Anderson is been a very good friend of mine many years. And so we actually, do a lot of cooking and hanging out when we go on our golf trips. And so this idea of creating something for the culture So many of our celebrity friends are doing alcoholic brands and stuff like that, and we were looking for something that had that kind of reach, but was just different. And so this idea of barbecuing, grilling, getting outside, throwing a picnic where everybody come, that is very much our culture. You throw some meat on the grill, you tell everybody I'm grilling today. Somebody come through with the potato salad, somebody show up with the mac and cheese, and some drinks. And next thing you know, we got a little party, and we just really felt like that's what the culture was. So AC Barbecue is really about the culture of barbecue. We got rubs and sauces now. So we're in Walmart. We're in like 2,900 Walmarts. We got Lowe's and Home Depot coming up, and steady growing the brand, man. We got spatulas and tongs and aprons and hot gloves. All these things are coming your way, along with the grills themselves and restaurants. So we're really excited to making several announcements about what we're doing. Podcasts in the grilling space, TV show talking about the product. We just out here doing it, man, letting everybody know AC Barbecue where it's rooted in culture.
We're both
by community.
We're both Aspire, right? Aspire TV.
No, that's actually on A&E.
Oh, A&E. I'm on Aspire TV. I have a cooking show called Downright Delicious. We got to bring you guys over there. Try out some of your barbecue sauce. Bring them in the house. Anthony Anderson and Cedric The Entertainer got a barbecue sauce. I know the world.
Listen to the names. Listen to the names of the seasonings. There are 3 available right now. The MVP seasoning.
And so the MVP is that one general. It's kind of our Lowry's, if you will. That's to put me on everything. You can put it in, put that MVP a little bit. It's the number one. It's the first one we developed. It's got a lot of the great base taste for meats and beefs, so that it just kind of lifts up. Then we got the lemon stepper, really great for your poultries and your fish. That's our version of lemon pepper. We call it the lemon stepper. And then we got midnight smoke. So midnight smoke is again more the deeper cuts of meat, be it the briskets and your pastrami's and all that. So it lifts up a little bit more. A little more flavor, deeper flavors in there. Those are the rubs that we got out. Then we got sauces coming. We got the Carolina wine, and we got the all day, every day coming.
Cedric and Anthony Anderson call themselves the kings of barbecue. Go to eatacbarbecue.com. It's cookout season, y'all. This is Cafe Mocha.
Want a little more of our flavor? Stay right there. It's Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha with Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo, and Angelique. What's going on, Yo-Yo?
Lonnie, I am like you. I am in the streets. I am so excited. I just wrapped up the National College Resource Foundation tour with Black College Expo, and I was honored to give away 2 full rides. Well, not full rides because the housing wasn't taken care of, but 2 scholarships over $300,000 to young girls attending the School of the Arts. And Lonnie, I am getting another honorary doctor's degree, and this one is of the arts from Columbia College, Chicago. 14 years doing the work, and I am just so honored. And I want to shout out everyone in the Cafe Mocha market who have come out and experienced this college lifestyle with me. The How to Get A's in English through Hip Hop with your girl, Yo-Yo and Lonnie. Prairie View always represent. People are always out there like, I know Lonnie, your love for HBCUs, your love for college really shows. So I just wanted to shout that out to our Cafe Mocha listeners so they know your girl is still out here putting in the work.
You big congratulations, Dr. Whitaker.
Right.
I said, you're always doing it, You
know what, Lonnie? I think the beauty of it is coming full circle in life. I think to be able to see myself now, and to represent myself as Yolanda. I've been Yo-Yo since I was 17. It really means so much. I mean, because now I'm not looking at myself from the inside. I could see myself from the outside too. So that full circle moment really means a lot to me. And my Cafe Mocha listeners have grown up with me. So I'm just so appreciative that I can celebrate with you guys. So thank you, Lonnie. Thank you to our listeners too. I know y'all cheering me on.
We are proud of you, Yo-Yo. So you just keep doing your thing, and all the work that you do with education and higher education is not overlooked. And we appreciate you here at Cafe Mocha, and we'll continue to.
You've been in them streets. I see you at all. Wait, listen, you're a legend yourself. Let's be clear. Polani, tell us what's going on. I see you out there shining. Yeah.
Well, I'm on tour currently with Martin Lawrence, so that is such a great experience. He is such a great, legendary act, and I found it great. The audience have been great. People have been coming out, and I think right now this is the time for us to laugh. I also still have my own shows that I'm headlining. I'll be in Charlotte February the 29th and the 30th at Headliners, and there's just so many wonderful things that's happening. And I think that right now we shouldn't let whatever is happening politically stop us creatively. And so we just have to keep going on. And that's what we're doing. And that's why you see even Cafe Mocha doing what they're doing by creating the Chic Boutique. And, we're finding other ways of funding because we here believe in Cafe Mocha. We've been on for 15 years, and people, I think a lot of times a lot of our Black creative shows, we took it for granted as a community because they've always been there, but because of different policies that have been changing with this administration, there have been a lot of funds that have been taken away from a lot of your shows and your community sponsored events. And I told everybody this would happen.
Listen, I was going to say that. I was going to say, you said it. And guess what? I personally didn't think it was going to be this extreme. You did say it, but we still find a way out of no way every time. So don't forget, we will always be together, whether they take DEI away, whether they try to separate us. We will always stand together right here on Cafe Mocha Radio.
Amen.
Thanks to all the military families out there, like my auntie Brenda, my cousins Tasha and Chiffon, Angie Prescott. Y'all save me a plate because I'm on my way. Until next time, you can find us on all platforms at Cafe Mocha Radio. Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Super Radio. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.
Hey, Mocha fans, want to shop your favorite finds and get rewarded? Head over to chicboutique.com, the official Cafe Mocha store. Each week, we're spotlighting amazing brands made just for you. And when you subscribe, you can win one of 10 $100 gas cards. No purchase required, and you have to be 18 or older to enter. So, shop, sign up, and fuel up only at chicboutique.com.